lanes, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say,
hey guys, I'm Jacob Sofianos. You want me to go that way? You want me to go that way? Okay. Hey guys, I'm Jacob Sofianos. I'm the owner of Strength Club Perth here in Osborne Park, and I'm the meet director for Power Mania and Night of Champions on October 5th. Night of Champions started off as an idea. Can we bring together some of the best rivalries in WA, some up and comers, and showcase them in front of a large home crowd? We got inspired by Sheffield and decided to put our own spin on it. The way the selections work for Night of Champions is a little bit different than more conventional GL-based meets or prime times that we may have seen in the past. When we came up with the idea of it, we really wanted to highlight close head-to-head homegrown battles. And that's how we start the selection process. So we look at two people who may not be number 1 or 2 necessarily in Australia, like heading over to Worlds or our regional meets, and is still here locally looking to probably re-qualify for nationals the year after. So we get a selection process started there, and then we go, okay, who's their closest rival in that state? And then we start building these matchups quite organically with where the storylines are going over local battles here in WA. We then look at, okay, how are they going to rank overall amongst other battles with people? So making sure that those GL points do have a slight standard to them and as a minimum requirement, but making sure that the battles are at the forefront of what we're trying to do with Night of Champions. We really want to highlight the achievements of facing someone on the biggest stage in WA. I feel like Night of Champions is different because we're actually showcasing the head-to-head battles of these athletes locally from here in WA. So storylines that have been created over, the past 12 months or longer between these two people, we're now bringing that together and we're saying, okay, let's settle this. I think being invited to Night of Champions makes it feel special. It makes it feel like you get to showcase all the hard work you've put in front of your friends and family on a bit more of a premiere kind of platform, a bit more of a prime time, faster pace, where you can really go, I feel like a champion tonight. One big thing that I noticed about Night of Champions last year was it was so different in its concept. So when people started getting these invites for this meet, they definitely felt special, and it was really nice for them to feel special. They've put a lot of work in, and we recognize that hard work. So what we did is we put them on this platform and we created these storylines that they just organically came from the athletes themselves. And incredibly, once the event came to be, we had 5 of those athletes go on within the next 12 months to represent Australia. And I think a lot of that came down to them being at this meet and believing in themselves to go, I can take this to a whole nother level. My friends, my family, my coaches, everyone in my community, they believe I can do this. And I think that meet kickstarted a few journeys in that way for people and brought something out inside of them that they probably didn't think they could get there or get out to make it to the next level. So it was really exciting to see that. Last year we had so many memorable events. We had absolutely close battles, we had clutch deadlifts, and it's hard to go past the amount of people who really just pushed themselves to the absolute max. We had PBs left, right and center, but I think a big highlight was clearly Natalie Lalai pulling that incredible 270, which is the biggest deadlift in the IPF at that time, in a home crowd. It was really special. So when we started with Night of Champions 1, we wanted to innovate a few different things. We had Chris from Strength Stream come on board to automate this new commentator system that we were trying to do, having really good overlays and just making the whole experience, especially online to our communities on the East Coast, to recognize like, hey, we're over here in WA and we're doing things where we've got some moves that we're making. So it started off by, okay, well, let's put 2 commentators in a chair that actually know these athletes quite well so they can talk a little bit deeply about what's going on with them. And it was a fantastic live stream, and we had so many views on that really changed the perspective of what people thought lifting in WA was. Not only that, we were expecting our local kind of crowd, usually meets here, we'd get around 100 to 150 spectators. We had a massive 250 plus people turn up to the gym for one session, one primetime session at night. And the crowd was electric. It was just absolute stories galore where people were going and cheering for almost like their homegrown hero. And it was really nice to see that. We saw a massive increase of 40% here locally in WA of participation in our events. So not only did that event create such a large drive for the athletes that were involved, it had people sitting in the crowd going, I want to be up there next. And I think that changed the game, and that's what we're seeing now. Night of Champions 1, we did it in-house here at Strength Club Perth in Osborne Park. We're going all out for Night of Champions 2. Night of Champions 2, we are leveling it up to a totally different playing field. For the first time in a very long time, our powerlifting meet is going to be at the Perth Convention and Exhibition Centre. So we're just raising the standards straight away with an incredible venue. And not only that, we've got a totally new roster of athletes coming to you for this battle. We also have a massive LED screen in the works, lighting, smoke, media, and just making sure we have that deep crowd engagement, which I felt like we really gained from Night of Champions 1. So in our women's roster, we have Jackie in the 52s as a wild card, who's a previous Worlds athlete. So it's really great to see her amongst this battle, especially in the GL side of things. We then have our 63 battle, where we have Casey coming over from another federation to battle the junior and up-and-comer Basira, whose numbers have been going absolutely crazy. And if anyone knows Casey, you know that her numbers are really good in that 63 division. We then have our triple threat battle of state champion Stephanie versus Alessia, who was a very close rival at the States last year. If you were there, it was absolutely crazy. And then we have another federation state champion, Chloe, coming over to absolutely stir things up. It's going to be insane. Our 76 battle, we have Haley, who was in the podium at APA Nationals recently. Very strong woman, battling Abby from another federation coming over as well to go head to head, who just had a phenomenal performance at a Nationals just been. We then have our under 84 battle, where we have returning champion Christy going up a weight class to face Alexis. And the first time these women will be in this weight class going head to head in a battle. It's very exciting. Then on the men's side, we have newcomer in the 66, Alan, who's been a junior. He's absolutely growing crazy numbers right now. If you look him up, we're really excited to have him in as a wild card for this event. We then have our 74 battle, where we have WA champion Brian going head to head with Dewey. They're both so strong, big numbers. We're really excited to see these guys really just battle it out for the first time ever. We then have the 83 battle between Dimi and Saw, which is insane. These guys have been growing a rivalry the past few years, and they've always been in the mix of that state championship. They're always so close. We want to see if we can settle this once and for all. We then have 2 Worlds athletes from Malta in 2023 returning to the platform here in WA for the first time ever to go head to head. Adam and Callan, which is in the 93 division, is going to be an absolute blast to watch. It's the first time these guys are going head to head on home soil, so definitely one to watch. We then have our big boy 120 battle. We have Taj versus Samisi. If you guys have followed these people for a while, Taj had a great performance at the APA Nationals just been in March, and Samisi came so close to being on the podium and probably was easily the most dense battle of the weekend in a 120 class we've ever seen. So really excited to see them go head to head. We then have our 120 wild card, Cody. This guy is a serious threat for the overall GL points. I mean, his numbers are insane. So not only are we watching, can see if Cody can become the champion of this event, but can he actually break these national records unofficially and really stamp his presence in Australian powerlifting?